Well, a South Bay woman is thankful to be alive after surviving 3 strokes between 2016 and 2019. Since then, she and her husband founded Champion the Challenges to give back to the stroke community. And now she's been named the American Stroke Association's 2022 Stroke Survivor Hero of the Year. And we had you on earlier this year, Deb. Deb and Bob Shaw, by the way, are here to join us. And we had you on earlier this year. We'll get to that in just a moment when you were named American Stroke Survivor of the Year. But we want to get right to it. It's been 3 years since you had your health scare. How are you doing now?
I'm doing really well,
yeah?
Thank you.
And the recovery process is going well in rehab?
It certainly is.
Oh, fantastic. So, Bob, 1 in 6 deaths from cardiovascular disease due to a stroke, and every 40 seconds someone in the U.S. has a stroke. Is there still enough awareness for the potential dangers of this?
No. We have to continue to educate the world what to do when they see the signs of a stroke, and that is, a lot of times people say, well, I'm going to drive somebody to the emergency room. Let's not do that. Call 911 right away and take action.
Yeah, I made that mistake with my mother. I was like, I'll just get her in the car and drive her there. I shouldn't have done that. And, but I didn't know as much as I did. My dad had it. He brushed it off and didn't tell me that he was really hurting. And that's what you have to look out for. You should look out for it in your parents is what I always say here. Deb, we last had you on when you were named a Stroke Survivor of the Year by American Stroke Association. What does that designation mean?
Oh, it means a tremendous amount to the stroke community because it's all about awareness, the B fast, so balance, the eyes, F for facial recognition is one side sagging. The A is arms. Can they raise both arms? The S is for speech. Ask them to say a certain sentence. And then T, time to call 911. But awareness and being inspiring to other stroke survivors to keep working hard during their recovery. Yeah,
if you were, you should always know the signs, even if you're in healthy shape, about the folks around you, the family members around you. I think it's very important here. Bob, you and Deb created this Golf for Life event. It's a golf tournament coming up. Tell us a little bit about what it is. What is Golf for Life?
It's an amazing event. What we decided to do is create a venue that would be fun to get stroke survivors, spouses, and caregivers out, and not just make it about golf. So there's amazing support there. We have power golf driver for people that can't swing the club. We have cranial acupuncture. We have healthcare VR. We have things that you wouldn't think about having at a golf course to help them think about what are they doing for rehab.
So these are the things that you would go through in rehab if you had a stroke, because you're naming some things I didn't know about, but this is a way to introduce people who may not know about some of the processes they have, that they can, when they are going back to their full recovery. Correct?
It was actual the healthcare virtual reality where I was doing golf putting. I was just doing putting, and all of a sudden I was like, Bob, let's find a golf pro to help teach me that is familiar with stroke survivors. And one thing led to another, and now I am trying to do golf gradually.
So this is helping you in your recovery.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. This is interesting, and we're gonna check it out in just a moment. So what else will it include for folks that are watching out here?
Well, we have lots of sponsors that are focused on stroke recovery. So AHA Auxilio Homemade is one that does concierge service and home health care. We also have cranial acupuncture. So Hope Neuro.
That's interesting. What does that do?
Hope Neuro acupuncture, and actually it stimulates the brain. They do put needles in the cranial part of the brain
to help with stroke recovery.
To help with recovery, and it accentuates PT and OT therapy.
That is beautiful. So for the folks watching, how can they get involved? Whether they know someone who's had a stroke, have had the stroke themselves, or just curious about this.
Yeah, the fastest way is they can go to championthechallenges.org and they'll see all of this information on there. The reason Deb and I created is we tried every therapy that we could find. And what we decided is she would talk to stroke survivors and they would go, I didn't even know that was available. So we said...
I'm hearing this stuff and I'm even surprised. My dad had several of them.
And we're trying to eliminate the I didn't know.
That gap, there is that area you just do not know about all the things that are being offered. That is very interesting.
And not everything's right for everyone, but we want them to say yes or no, but we don't want them to say, I didn't know.
That is important. All right, Deb, you wanted to show us a little preview of what's going to be happening this Wednesday. So what do you have here?
Okay, so
this looks like a very special.
This is
a very special golf club.
Well, this is aerospace designed by an engineer. And what it is, you're able to propel a golf ball 200 yards without even swinging.
How does that work?
Okay.
I got to see this.
All right, so it goes down. It is loaded. It's not going to shoot, but there are 2 buttons. So basically, I pull back and press, and it will propel 200 yards.
So it hits the ball from right here.
Yes, it is piston control.
This piston will fly out and boom.
So at this event, we'll get a lot of these different types of tools that we'll be able to see in terms of the recovery and getting you back out and doing the things that you once did before.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Deb and Bob, I want to put up some information here about when this event's going to be held. It's going to be Golf for Life. It's going to be from 9:30 to 1:30 this Wednesday, the 14th, at Los Lagos Golf Course in San Jose. It is for stroke survivors to have fun, their families as well, and work on improving their strength, flexibility, and balance. It is important to do that right after you were able to get out of the hospital, correct? Because it'll take a lot longer, or you may not even, my dad never fully recovered.
Yes, the longer you delay, it is not good. Every minute counts, and ongoing recovery at home is vitally important between therapies.
And you can have fun. You can
have fun doing it.
Yeah, while in the recovery process, it's not a sentence where you can't do anything anymore, and that's what I really like to hear. Fortunately for my mom, she's fully recovered now, which is great. She's walking around.
Yes.
She can speak. Those things are great. So again, it's coming up this Wednesday, 9:30 to 1:30 over at the Los Lagos Golf Course in San Jose. Try to go there if you can. Many of us know someone who suffered from something like this, and this is something that can help.